Okay, this is a video response to a question that was asked about what does a cottonwood look like, because they were trying to find cottonwoods in their area and they wanted to use the bark to make tinder bundles. Okay, so this is a typical cottonwood. There's many different forms, different species. This is one that happens to be close by where I'm living at. And you can see, like right now, it's end of December, leaves are turning yellow. It look kind of disgusting, but that's a typical cottonwood in the wintertime. Okay, now over to my left over here, you'll see there's a housing track, and I'm down in a wash over here. But what I want you to see here are these dead cottonwoods. Okay, now this right here is perfect for finding spindles, for finding a curved stick for a bow to put your paracord on there, or finding, you know, one the size of your wrist to split in half, or baton for a fireboard. Okay, that's perfect right there, as long as it's dead and dry. Okay, now over to my right here, I want you to see the bark. Okay, this is the typical bark on a cottonwood. The older and bigger the trees, the thicker the bark is, and you can use the under layers for the tinder bundle, which I'll show you here in a minute, but the outer thick part can be used as a socket. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin around here at 360 as I was 180, and I want you to see this is what we're looking at today. Alright, this is a different one over here, and you see it's all split apart. You zoom in here, this thing broke in half and it fell over. And so what we're looking for is some bark that's dead, that's actually come off this tree. You don't ever want to try and tear the bark off a live one. You're going to hurt the tree, and I'm not for that kind of stuff. But stuff that's dead or dying, it's rightfully yours. Okay, we walk towards this tree here, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, now if you look here, you're going to see a dead broken branch right there. Underneath it, a piece of bark actually fell off. Let me zoom in. See all that fibrous material on the underside of the bark? That's exactly what we're looking for tinder bundles. Okay, this is already homemade. I mean, I haven't done anything to this tree. I haven't ripped it apart or nothing. It just fell off there, and it's dead. You can see all that right there. All that nice fibrous stuff. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set the camera down, and I'll actually grab this piece of bark off here, and I'll flip it over and show you what we're talking about. Okay. Now what we got here is layers and layers and layers of inner bark. Okay, you can see all this fibrous stuff. This is perfect. Okay, so what I do is I'm only going to take what I need, and I'm going to put this back over here on the tree. Okay, but you see it peels off in layers. Okay, here's a nice thin layer for you right there. Here's some more. Okay, and just peels off in layers. Okay, and it's pretty much dry. Okay, that's all we're going to need right there. Okay, so what I want to do, this would be down and dirty, okay, is I want to just make this like a bowl. Okay, you've seen my videos before, you've seen me do this, and I want to just wrap it underneath. Okay, and then wrap this one underneath, and you got a circle. Okay, and then what I'd like to do is take some and lay them perpendicular. That way it adds rigid strength while creating your bowl shape. You just tuck in the tails. okay? And as you look, there's the inside part of the bowl, okay? Got some rigid strength on here, like stiffeners, okay? And then you want to just fill the inside up. So what I would do, if you want to create surface area, is by tearing it up. And as you look, it's a little bit more fibrous now. You went from coarse to about medium right here, just like that. You want to stick it down inside there. Now I'll do it again. Create surface area. Tuck it down inside there. Okay. Now you got the rigid on the outside, medium on the inside. Okay. Starting to take form now, looking like a Tinder bundle. Okay. Textbook style. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll just scrape this on the inside here. Get all this loose, dead stuff. And you can see, just by working it in my hand, how you're breaking that area up and making it really, really fine, okay? There's fine material inside there. And I'll just layer that inside, okay? And now what I want is extremely fine for the top, and that's the one that's gonna catch the ember. And all you want to do is you just want to work it in your hand. You got calluses across here. If you don't, it still works. You just take your thumb and work it around into a powder, okay? The closer you can get to a powder, the better. And I'll show you that here in a minute. See how extremely fine that is? You want to just layer the top of this. And you want to just keep on going. If you have a shitty bundle, you're going to have a shitty fire. You're going to have chances of it going out. The ember, you might get a perfect ember on a bow drill or a hand drill. And then you stick the ember inside the bundle and it might blow out on you. Or it might blow through because it's not thick enough. Okay? All this dead stuff in here works great. Again, I'm just going to work it around with my thumb. Being careful not to spill any of this stuff. Yeah, this is really, really fine here. Look at this. It's almost like a powder. It looks like black powder. Again, you want to just layer it on the top here, okay? And if you look, you got the coarse, you got the medium, you got fine, and you got the extremely fine on the inside here, okay? Right inside here. What I do is take my finger or thumb, make an indentation. That's where the ember will be transferred into, and then you just blow it into flame and insert it into your fire lay. And that's down and dirty cottonwood identification and making a Tinder bundle.